sure to support our sponsor, bagofdicks.com. While there are a ton of imitators out there, bagofdicks.com is the original prank gift. They've teamed up with Gag on This podcast to do weekly giveaways. You could win an original bag of dicks, a singing bag of dicks, and one grand prize winner will receive the evil bag of dicks. Excellent. Just like the post on our Facebook and or Twitter and you'll automatically be entered. Also, you can use promo code GAGONPODCAST on their site and you'll receive 20% off.
Holy shit!
Make sure to use the link on our Facebook or Twitter so they know that we sent you. They come in multicolor, pink,
heavy on the Athador,
and black dicks.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Because let's face it, nothing sounds better than being able to tell someone, hey, gag on this bag of dicks. Bagofdicks.com.
Get over there!
Standing up and I want to knock you down. I'll put you into a base.
At least, you know how they say girls fake it? At least once in their life, a girl is faked getting gagged out by a dick.
Multiple times a week.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That never happens.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Anytime your girlfriend gags, that's she's
you gotta
faking it.
reach the throat for them to
Well, Danielle's got a small head, so I mean it's possible.
Maybe she's just doing it to stroke your ego.
Stroke something.
I'm not gonna lie, she's never gagged. She's gone all the way down and it's been fine. Which to me just says she doesn't have a gag reflex.
No, it's not necessarily true, because you just got to relax those throat muscles and you just slide it on in. But every once in a while, it's kind of like getting a haircut in there.
I don't suck dick anymore. That's it. It's over.
Jesus Christ.
I'm getting a divorce, so I don't have to worry about sex.
That's one way to start this podcast off. I don't suck dick anymore. I'm getting a divorce.
I mean, that's a lie, but
breathe through the nose.
We ate all.
I'm not a
we
good
ate them
friend,
all.
am I? I'm not like
we ate all your bag of
worthy
dicks.
guest.
No, I
dick
keep
in my mouth.
I keep forgetting to bring them. I got a lot of shit
He's
going on.
saving those bag of dicks for himself.
Yeah.
Especially the black ones.
Yeah.
They have black ones?
Yeah. Surprisingly, yeah, they're the same size.
You know.
That's hilarious.
All right, you're listening to Gag on This podcast, recording live from Blacktop Comedy. BlacktopComedy.com for all your comedy needs.
Oh, yeah.
Check the episode description, all that bullshit. Like what you hear, cool. Hate what you hear, fuck you. Email us, gagonThisPodcast@gmail.com. Email us something. I don't give a shit. I just got a jerk video. So, email us whatever.
I'm sorry.
Steve Martin?
Right?
Oh my God, that was such a dad reference, dude.
I need to show. I'm going to show Rob before he goes home today.
No, thanks.
Yeah, I have to.
I think
to see this.
you'll at least be like, wow.
Yeah. I told him not to text me anymore.
No, good.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Because what? No, go.
Because it was too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was huge.
No,
it
was like a fucking elephant trunk.
It was bad. Like literally, it was like he went up a lot and then down, easily 6 inches up and down, which means that there's a lot going on below.
It was probably like 12 inches.
All right.
I didn't even know those really exist.
They're on Tinder. Watch out.
Yeah, I don't do Tinder.
Yeah,
I don't do a lot of technology, believe it or not.
Oh, you're not missing out.
Intro, outros, Beneath the Surface. Latest EP is on the show's social media. There you go. Hey, now I'm back. I am Big Pussy Whipped Nick.
Oh.
We'd have it no other way.
Which, by the way, I messaged him right after I listened to that, and I was like, fuck, Danny should have kept going. Fuck. Did you listen to the last episode?
I have not. Sorry.
Have you listened to any episodes?
Yeah.
And she's been here.
Which
I've
one?
been here before.
Don't just discredit her.
Yeah.
She's seen the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've been member. I've come like 3 times.
We've made her come 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't even know.
But yeah, you should have kept going with that. I was so looking forward to it, and then you fucking pussed out. I don't. He's pussy whip. What do you mean by that? I don't know what I mean by that. Fucking backtrack. That deep voice you hear is none other than Rob Miracle Water Gouveia.
Hello. What the fuck, Miracle Water?
Remember,
these are Indian given names.
No, so there's this guy that sells Miracle Water. He's a televangelist.
Okay.
And you can buy Miracle Water.
Heretic.
So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go buy some Miracle Water for Rob.
No, thank you.
Apparently, it's very expensive, so I didn't want to do it. But you can symbolically give someone Miracle Water. So I filled it out as if I was Rob.
Yep.
And said, I need this Miracle Water because I've lost my faith and I feel this would bring me closer to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
And I gave the Miracle Water, asked for like address, I didn't do, phone number didn't do, but it asked for email. I gave him the email.
Yeah.
Rob's email?
Did they contact you?
He did not, because he was like, keep an eye out for your email. I'm like, what the hell?
You dick.
Maybe you got to look in your spam folder.
I did. I was all bummed. I'm like, oh.
And then I told Rob, I was like, this may be my new thing.
Great.
Just signing people up for random shit.
We used to do that when I was a kid, because like porn mags way back in the day when you had to get it in print would have the little subscription cards.
Man, you just aged yourself so much.
And we would fill them out for other people.
Remember when porn came on this printed paper?
Yeah.
Reel to reel.
It came in one of those flipper books.
It was made out of papyrus. And then that luscious voice you hear is none other than Danny. That won't fit in me, D.
You're horrible.
Oh, wow.
You're horrible.
And we are joined by Jessica Roberts.
Woo!
Hey, what's happening?
Even though she goes by Eggleston. And your...
Oh, no, I do not. Don't go there. I'm getting a divorce. I'm going by Robert.
Well, your Instagram says otherwise.
No, it doesn't. I've changed it since then.
Have you?
Yeah, it says Roberts now.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Keep
Yeah,
up.
see, first you talk shit about me not listening to it, and you don't even look at my shit.
No. I really don't post anything on Instagram anymore.
I just got one because apparently everyone has Instagram, and that's like the new young people thing.
Oh, so you're going after that young dick. Nice.
Yes.
Well, dick or, vagina, whichever I feel like today.
Oh.
There we go.
Danny, quit giggling.
Well,
This is
how
going to
you
be like
doing, Jessica?
This is going to be like fucking Lance Woods all over again.
Yeah, she's going to make me blush.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I've only seen you blush one time.
I was going to say, I saw a slight blush with Lance Woods when I was here. I saw a little bit. There was that tension that
Her forehead
You
was
guys
red.
are ridiculous.
Look, she's turning it now. The nose is starting. There's the
You
cheeks.
guys are ridiculous. I don't blush.
Not usually.
Yeah, exactly.
Not anywhere we can see, anyway.
You know.
If you listen to that damn show, you will probably know Jessica because she posts all the time for them. Yes, you do. I like how you got defensive when I said healthy in quotes, and you were like, I think it's healthy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just happen to like a radio station show a lot, and, I've kind of half-assed become friends with some of them, so I promote. You promote what your friends do, like, I promote
So
my friends
I
in
expect
comedy.
to see promotions for gag on this podcast.
I did. I have.
I'm
This
just
last
fucking
week
with
I've
you.
been posting about it and stuff. But I don't know. I think if you enjoy something your friends do, or, if my friends enjoy stuff I do, they post for me.
Yeah.
So
Okay, for the benefit of the 50-year-old guy here, what's that damn show?
I don't know. I've never listened.
It's a radio
So-
show on 98 Rock.
that damn
okay.
show is the 3 to 7 o'clock afternoon radio show.
Got it.
It's got
Someone said it's kind of like us, but better.
it's Stroke, Mikey, Ian,
Really?
Lara.
Somebody said that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what they said.
Hey, they're getting paid to do it. So.
I know, right?
No, this is a fucking net
My
loss.
my son thought I got paid to do this.
Wow.
I was like, no, honey, I don't get paid to do this. And he was like, why the hell do you do it then? I was like, that's a good question.
I'm pretty sure Danny doesn't do stuff unless she gets there's something in it for her.
Right?
It's just our company.
Yes. You guys just,
Gag
Don't
on
do
this
stuff
LLC.
you guys satisfy me so much. You don't,
Don't
have
do
to pay me.
anything that you love for free. That's what I think.
Don't do anything you love for free?
Yeah, like if you love something and you're good at it, like don't give it away for free.
Well, I love this, but we're definitely not good at it.
Hey, you speak for yourself.
Whatever, you get paid in laughter.
Yeah, but you also said you had 100% rating, so
I did?
Yeah, you said you had 100% listener. Like they start to finish the
Oh,
podcast.
Yeah, but when you only have 5, I mean.
It's better than none.
And at least 2 of them I know are me
us.
and him. She sometimes listens.
Well, you know when I listen and you know when I don't?
Because
is
you.
there an actual demographic that'll show you all that, like who listens?
No.
No, not like who.
I'm like,
oh,
ooh.
damn.
That would be-
That'd be cool. You just be like, oh, look.
Why'd you stop at 28 minutes?
Yeah, 1 week we only got, I think, 30% across the board. I forgot what episode it was. But I remember at that time I was like, yeah, that figures. That episode was not good. What were we going to say?
I don't know.
We were talking about 98 Rock for some reason.
Yeah, they won't come on the show, by the way. I now that I work for Entercom, I have their fucking emails. So I emailed them.
They actually said no, or they're just avoiding you.
Avoiding me.
Well, from what I understand, they are under contract, and it is very pick and choose what podcast they go on. So if it's something that might tarnish the radio station, I'm not saying you guys will.
No, we will.
But I'm just saying, from what
We
I
will tarnish
understand, they
them.
have to get clearance from their boss.
Well,
So.
from what I know, they haven't been on any podcast. So, boom, bitch.
Yeah.
I said it, Mikey. And Stroke.
Well, I think Ian has a podcast that he does. I'm not sure. I
Is
thought
it?
you said something
I
like
bet
that.
Stroke has a hat like yours.
The Ed Hardy hat,
Yeah.
my favorite hat. of
By the
his.
way, I've left stickers at the, like, there's a collection of, like, food and shit at Entercom.
Yeah.
I've just left stickers there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there once, or actually twice.
Oh, you were on the casting couch?
No, I wish. No, I'm trying to get on there. I'm trying to get my sister on there, really, because she absolutely loves the show too, and she's hella jealous because I won a contest where we went and bowled with them.
Yeah.
That damn bowling night or whatever. And I called her up and I was like, "Hey, my partner fell out, so like, do you want to come and go bowl?" And she was like, "Son of a bitch, Mom's here." And I was like, "Fuck you, you're on your own." Like, my mom is not a nice person. So I was like, "You suck, bye." And she's like, "I hate you." She was just
How
not
old's
happy.
the sister?
30.
So she can't just say, I'm out and I'm a grown
out.
fucking woman?
Well, she could, but I think it was like a unplanned pop-in. So
All the more reason to be like, sorry.
Yeah, right? My mom comes to visit me. I'm not home.
my mom doesn't visit me ever. So
God damn, man.
yeah, she doesn't. Her and I's relationship is very odd.
Oh, that's cool. You hate your mom. She hates her mom. You guys have something to talk about when you're done in bed.
I never
Give
bring
her a
up my
hug.
mother in bed.
Yeah, me neither. That's like the biggest way to get freaking desert.
Do you guys? Okay, so here's a question. Do you have family photos in your bedroom?
No.
No, God, no.
Oh.
Do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but
Well, then what was with the... Oh.
I was just wondering. I thought I was the only one that didn't.
No.
No, I don't. Well, I don't have a lot of family photos, period. But that has to do with the whole campfire.
You're so fucked up.
I am. I really am.
my-
But the sad part is one day it'll either make me famous or I'll be in a loony bin. So
Hey, we'll be there with you.
My parents had like a big 4x6 painting of Jesus above their bed.
Really? Oh man.
oh wow.
So trying to picture.
Did their beds push apart too?
No,
So,
they had
you
this single bed, but yeah, I'm just. I know they were
Jesus.
fucking around because I remember once I swung by and I opened the door and announced, and my mom was running down the hallway naked, and my dad was kind of chuckling.
That's hella funny.
I was like,
That's
"Oh,
great.
dude!"
Your
And they were like in
dad's
their
"You caught
70s.
me," and your mom's like,
Yes.
"Shit, no.
They were in their 70s.
They were in their
That's
70s.
beautiful.
Hell
Hell
So-
yeah! If you're
beautiful.
physically able to do it, you should fuck as
Fuck
long as you
yeah,
possibly
that's great.
can.
But goddamn, I didn't need to know that.
Right.
I was just.
How do you
that
think
one
you were
time.
born?
One time.
The one time. I don't think so. Are you an only child?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Okay.
I'm a twin, and I have older siblings, and I have a crap ton of foster sisters and
You're
brothers.
a twin?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully, it wasn't your twin that you're trying to remember the age of.
No. No. Actually, we just turned 35 on the 6th of this month.
Okay.
Huh?
So, yeah.
Happy late birthday.
It was weird. My older sister, she turned 30 on 11/12/13. So it was a weird number thing. I was like, what the hell? They went to Vegas, got seats on 11/12/13, in the aisles. I was like, what are you guys doing? You're dumb.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the interview portion.
Sorry. Are you okay?
Nah, yeah, heartburn.
You look like you're holding in a shit.
I was going to say, you just...
No, it's one of those that I let a little bit out, and I was like, that's fucking bad. I cannot
I can
release the
smell
rest.
it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fucking Mount Vesuvius.
Smells like
just,
acid.
Like you got a little
Like
turtle
acid?
poking
It just
out.
smells like stomach acid.
Or sulfur. It's bad when it smells like sulfur.
one time I burped. I just had a what was called a family-sized lasagna, but it wasn't. Stouffer's. Meat lovers.
Those little dinky ones.
Yeah, so I ate it all, and I remember I had a big burp, and it blew towards Danielle. And no joke, she was like, oh, my. Oh, it's burning my eyes. Oh.
I could taste it in my mouth. My mouth was open.
That was the last time I had a meat lover's lasagna.
Nasty.
All right, so what got you into comedy?
I've always kind of been a smartass and always really like made people laugh when they probably shouldn't be or when they don't want to. I believe it was Gabriel Iglesias' 40th birthday, and he was in Reading, and I got tickets. Me and my ex went. I saw Martin Moreno, Alfred Robles, and Fluffy. You know, you could kind of tell the tension of a room, and everybody was just kind of like, her. But as soon as he came out, there was like this whole weight just lifted off the crowd, and people were cheering, and his jokes were, you know, obviously, you know, he hits on his jokes, and they were just hitting boom, boom, boom. And the hair on my arm stood straight up. And I'm not talking like goosebumps, like, oh, like it was. And even my ex was like, what's wrong with your arm? And I was like, this is what I need to be doing.
Nice. Do you think your ex will listen to this podcast?
I don't give a shit.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, we should create a name for him every time. So you're not saying your ex, you're saying like, so me and douchebag, or like me and the devil.
No, because he's not really a bad guy. It's just we didn't work out very well. And no, he won't listen to us because he blocks me on social media.
Okay. All right. So you're with Ball Tickler, and
I don't know. You never know.
That's $200, by the way.
yeah, apparently that's hoe shit.
Yeah, that's hoe shit right there.
I know somebody who got into a tub of milk and Fruity Pebbles, and she got
For
paid
what?
like some kink. She got paid like $300.
Well,
I would do that in a second.
I was gonna say, did he eat the?
No, these are just for pictures. Like, he wasn't even involved. These are just for pictures. And I'm like, damn, girl, do your thing then. Like, nobody wants to see my fat ass and some milk and some, you know, fruity. Well, you never know. Some guys are, like I said before, plumper humpers. So they might. You never know.
and if someone killed her, they'd be a serial killer.
No.
Apparently,
I don't add sound effects too much, but I'm still gonna add a wah wah right there.
Well, apparently,
Thank
to
you.
be a serial killer, you have to have killed 3 people in 3 different places in a short amount of time. So,
Or have
Or-
someone in a
and
bathtub
cereal.
full of
and
cereal.
as stupid as it may sound, I just heard that on 98 Rock driving over here on that damn show.
All right.
I watch a lot of serial killer shows, so I already knew that.
Did you watch the Ted Bundy thing on Netflix?
Yeah.
That was fucking
Ted
great.
Bundy.
Have you
hot.
seen the Don't Fuck with Cats?
Oh, I couldn't
No.
watch it.
I
saw
haven't watched it yet.
Absolutely
I'm gonna
couldn't
try.
watch it. Don't try.
What is
Really?
Don't Fuck with Cats?
Apparently, it doesn't actually show like the killing of the
No,
cat.
but you can hear the
Oh,
kittens in the
don't
little
kill
Ziploc
cats.
bags. He puts his.
Okay,
these-
that's
Oh
enough.
yeah, no,
It's
that,
horrible. I tried to watch it and I was like, oh no. I was sitting with my cat like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of cats, but I wouldn't kill one.
Yeah, they were just these little.
I'm a
cats.
dog person. I have
Yeah.
dogs.
Well, either way, that's a bad show.
But yeah, the reason I got into comedy was from going to that show, and another reason is after the campfire, because most people know I'm from the campfire. But after the campfire, while we were waiting in line, you know, to do all the crap that we have to do and get our mail and everything, I was just cracking jokes, and people were kind of like, "Thanks, I needed to laugh." Like, even though it's only 2-3 days later, it's still burning smoke, everything's still in the air. They were just like, I needed to laugh. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to keep trying this.
Well, I feel like a dick because I didn't realize you were from the campfire.
Oh.
Because when you said you lost the pictures and you were talking about the campfire, I thought you were making a joke that you had a big campfire and threw a bunch of pictures on
No,
it.
I'm from Paradise.
Okay,
It's
got it.
okay. Even
Yeah, by the way-
even the president didn't know.
I was going to say to our
Well, we didn't
listener,
rake.
in Ireland, just Google it.
Campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, worst fire in California and possibly the United States history.
Now Australia said,
But then
hold my beer.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's actually
Hold
one
my
of
Fosters.
that's actually one of my jokes. Is California has fires and Australia looked over and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
And California firefighters are going over there now, and they're like, "Don't worry, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two."
Yeah.
Didn't it rain? It rained. The fires are out.
No, they're not out.
No,
They're
God,
not
no.
close to
It's-
out.
Oh,
You got to think about it. Like the campfire was about the size of Chicago, and that was only 175,000 acres. Right now, there's 15 million acres on fire
That's
in
fucking
Australia.
insane.
It's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't.
It makes the campfire look like a zit.
That's not small.
Right.
That's a lot.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah, it's
I
fucked.
don't watch the news. I just saw these tiny little kangaroos holding humans, and I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet."
And koalas.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a.
I heard koalas are really mean, though.
They are.
Yeah.
They can be.
Aren't they? No, they're a marsupial. I was going to say, aren't they of the bear family? But no.
Are they a marsupial? They have a pouch.
Yeah,
I don't know. No, I don't think they
A
do.
marsupial has to have a pouch.
Fucking show production is horrible here.
Yeah.
Let me Google it.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see.
I don't believe they are.
I got to get
Yeah,
rid of.
I don't think they have a pouch. I thought a kangaroo is a marsupial. Like they have to have a pouch to carry their.
And I'm
Stuff
trying to
it.
remember the others.
Are Tasmanian devils real?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there used to be
They're-
a Tasmanian.
It is a marsupial. In your
Is
face,
it?
bitches.
Is it a marsupial? It has a pouch.
The koala is an arboreal herbivore. Whoa, that's a big word. Basically,
herbivore.
the koala is, big words, marsupial native to Australia.
There
All
we go.
right.
So they have a pouch.
I don't know. You gotta.
I
Get
thought
up.
a marsupial means that
Well,
they had to have a pouch.
They do. Like possum or a marsupial.
We have pouches.
Oh my
it's
God.
not like
We
kangaroo.
Here, let me click marsupial. Da, da, da.
It always creeps me out when like documentaries they open the pouch. I'm like, you're pretty much opening her twat. It's just
No, I mean, like, I thought that's like their little like incubation.
no, I know, but I mean,
And yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a
Aw, Kinkajou. Aw. I should stop.
Yes,
I'm
you
just
should.
looking up cute ass animals. I'm like, oh, Kinkajou.
A kinkajou?
Yeah, you've never seen a Kinkajou? They are fucking.
That sounds
Adorable.
like a erotic
Sounds like
Pokemon.
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Kinkajou.
got leather boots and
Yeah.
Got a whip. I choose you.
made out of kangaroo leather.
Look at these little devils. You're just so cute.
Oh my God, those are
Okay,
adorable.
I gotta see this.
Those are
It's a Kinkajou.
adorable. I want a Kinkajou. Oh my God. I
They
don't even
look
know.
delicious.
So is it?
Oh my, what is wrong with you?
So I'm guessing it's some form of lemur.
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter. They're
looks
so
like a
cute.
lemur.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
All right, so you host an open mic.
I do. Not every. Sorry.
Honestly, when you were sliding it over, I was like, oh, that's going to be picked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do. I host at Cheers Sports Bar. It's off West El Camino in Truxell.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but does everyone know your name there?
Yeah, actually, they do.
Yeah, dad joke.
Yeah, I love that show. That was a great show. But no, it's pretty. It's very small because it's still starting out, and right now it's a trial run through March. So if it doesn't really pick up, I think they're gonna tank it. But I mean, there's been nights there where it's been super packed, and there's been nights where they're like last night on my birthday celebration, and there was only 4 fucking people. So yeah, you could tell I was loved.
So is every Tuesday?
Yes, it's every Tuesday, and then I think about once a month they do a Friday one. But it's Alvin that does that one.
Alvin?
Isn't that a name, Alvin?
Yeah, Simon and Theodore.
Right? I don't know.
I'm fucking on fire today.
Jesus
With these
Christ.
lame ass jokes.
Yeah, you
My
quick
tit
with
sweat.
them.
Sweat. At least you could sweat. It's freezing.
So
in
cold
here.
in here.
I like it.
Well, you got shorts on, buddy.
You guys have problems.
That's because you're furry.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I'm
like
fat
a
and hairy.
bear.
I'm
Oh
good.
man, I
It's kinda
noticed
cold.
last week how hairy his legs were, and I was like, Jesus.
He's got Robin Williams legs.
No,
That's what
he's,
that is.
Robin
hairier.
Williams was hairier.
Yeah.
That
Man,
guy had a pelt.
no, I remember seeing him doing his like Broadway one and Broadway special, And he's just running around, and you just see as the night goes, it starts up at the neck, and just gradually, as it's working its way down, his hair is just completely soaked.
Yeah. He's one of those where like there's separation between the skin and the shirt because of the hair.
Yeah.
That's
I think it's like that when you wear pants too.
He was the inspiration behind Velvet.
Or Velcro.
Yeah.
Do you want my jacket? I see you like moving like you're fucking cold.
I don't know where I'm going to put it.
On your back.
Yeah, it's not going to... I can't wear that many layers. I'm okay. I'm all right. Thank you for being a gentleman.
That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate it.
No, it's not.
All right. One thing I'm curious about is there, what's the difference between hosting the open mic and just like performing? Like, what do you got to do as a host?
Well, as a host, you kind of have to keep it going. You know, if somebody at the open mic starts tanking or taking the crowd away, be it by a bad joke or they just suck in general, you got to bring it back to them, and so you got to kind of like get the crowd back and kind of pump them up. Plus, you have to like, you know, you're being representative of that particular place, so you have to like keep an eye on other stuff that goes on too, so you can. It's just basically, it's like, well, from what I've seen, you keep the show going and you make sure that the venue and everything else is taken care of and not destroyed.
So I go up and do one of my typical sets, and then by the end of my 5 minutes, everyone was just talking amongst themselves. How do you get it back? Fuck, nothing from you guys on that.
Oh, no, I was thinking the same thing. But I was like, when you said it, I was like, that's actually a good question.
I've only hosted twice, and I haven't had that problem yet.
Okay.
So I can't really say, oh, well, this is what I would do.
Rob, road trip.
Oh, right.
Let's just go one right after the other.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying, because like I haven't had that problem, and people are pretty open at Cheers, and yeah, so if
What's
someone...
the crowd like there?
Rough.
I mean, are they older, younger?
It's got a postal guy. It's got a fat, overweight guy.
Well, I mean, there's a steady mix all around, you know, in age, stage, culture.
I'd say like 40 to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. I've only been there once, though.
But also, this is... sorry, this is during the week, so it's a Tuesday. But I've been there on the weekend, and they have a really young crowd on the weekend.
Okay.
So I don't know, but it is a slight, you know, local neighborhood watering hole.
Got it.
So it's kind of nice.
It just makes me think of, I remember I went with Jerron up to the Winesmith.
Yeah.
And originally the guy who was running the open mic, because it was like a mix, music, comedy, whatever, he said, okay, we'll do you guys back to back. And Jerron went up, and it didn't go so well because he was trying some new shit out. And he kind of came over. He's like, yeah, we're going to put some music between you. I appreciated it.
By the way, I talked to Jerron.
How's he doing?
He's been better.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, what sucks is he lost Earl.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, our mascot.
What are you doing over there?
My phone went off. I'm sorry. I was trying to turn it off.
What happened to Earl?
He passed away.
Is Earl a dog?
Yeah, it was the cutest fucking dog. Just a big
giant.
galoot. And he lost his cat, and then he lost his grandma.
Damn.
So that's what happened in
At
that
the same time?
spiral.
That's like a
Within,
weird
like,
trifecta.
just-
Fuck.
Well, they say it happens in threes.
Yeah, but I think they mean humans, not
Yeah.
like animals.
Well, I mean, like
Dog,
death
cat,
in
grandma.
general. Like it happens in threes, I guess.
But Earl was delicious. If you want to hear Earl, listen to the first couple episodes.
Yeah, when
He's
we
so
recorded
cute.
up there.
What kind of dog was he?
It's like a big shepherd. It looks like it might have been part Malamute, too.
He was just big.
He was a big...
And he was a Brendel.
Yeah.
Oh.
A Brendel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
he was so
interesting.
It was just...
He was just awesome.
Oh, man. Oh, well, sad.
Yeah. Well, Jerron's doing fine. I mean, he's got gigs. He's like
Good.
working, so that's good.
Comedy gigs?
No, acting.
Oh, okay.
That's why he left us.
To be an actor.
I think it was the hour drive. For
Right.
no money, as Danny has pointed out.
You know, sometimes you guys aren't enough. You guys are enough for me, though.
We can put it together.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Oh my god.
I'm not that flexible.
That would be weird. Like we're all different sizes.
Get a zip tie.
You guys are totally in for the DP.
No, yes.
I am.
Yes.
A lot of guys aren't.
I would think that would be really awkward because, like, no. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it.
I'm not necessarily focused on where my balls are hanging. I'm focused on the hole I'm in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I just couldn't.
You were so down.
I couldn't do it. Call me a prude.
That's all I hear, Nick. That's all I hear.
Well, I'm not in his hole.
I know, but
hole.
eventually you will be. That's how it starts.
Is that how? Oops.
It's like when you get
Damn
that
it,
one
Nick.
finger.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that because I know people are going to hate me for that.
Well, now that I'm in here.
You know. That's how it starts.
You lock eyes. Hello.
Yeah.
Is it me you're looking for?
No, we need to find you a friend.
I have friends.
No, you don't.
Yeah, let's go my PlayStation.
You can't TP with your PlayStation.
Oh, you can watch porn on the PlayStation.
Oh my!
Oh, wow.
Man.
Yeah.
It's not just his phone; it's everything, huh? I want to go into your house with a black light.
I wouldn't.
It'd be like what do they call that? A Pollock?
Jackson
Pollock picture.
I still haven't found the remnants that went past my in my hair. I'm sure that went somewhere.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
I got to do it now.
How did you get it on the squirrel?
It was looking at me with those doe eyes.
I actually dumped a guy one time because after he was done doing what he was doing, he just took it and flung it on the wall, and I was like,
oh,
"That's gross." Yeah, no, like he got done doing, what he
Why
was
didn't he
doing.
just dump it inside of you like every other normal guy in America?
Well, I don't know. I
Put
think
it down
I
your
walked
throat.
in on him finishing or whatever. It wasn't.
Oh, you guys weren't doing it together.
No, we weren't doing it together. I walk in and he's all like, I was like, "Oh, you good? Or you need me to walk out?" He's like, "No, I'm good," and just flung it on the wall. And I was like, "You nasty bastard!" I walked out and never came back. So I was like, "How many times have you done that before?"
By the way, your description of why doesn't he just dump it in you?
I'm not a fucking dump truck.
You don't want to be a little
According
cum
to-
dumpster?
Yeah, well,
damn.
according to my old douchebag, I'm a prude. So
I can help you with that.
I'm not a prude. I just don't want to do the stuff he wants me to do. So.
Fecophiliac?
Sound like my grandma.
Well,
Dendrophiliac?
his mom was German, so we never
I don't know what that has to do with it.
Essen, mein
Essen, mein
Scheiße.
Scheiße. See, we know.
I don't even know. Shit.
It's an old South Park thing.
Yeah, it's a South Park.
Oh my god, I watched South Park like 30 times yesterday. Like all day I watched South Park.
Scheiße video, wouldn't you?
I didn't see that though.
She's like, "Oh yes, dear."
That was like, yeah.
That
The
was
Michael
old.
Jackson one was my absolute favorite. Like I had never sat down and watched South Park till
just love
yesterday.
that they-
I like the one where he's telling Tom Cruise to come out. Like John Travolta's
Come
out,
on
like,
out the
"Come on out the
closet."
closet, man," and he's like, "No."
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
South Park.
All right.
You're too
The
busy watching
Scientology
weird porn.
episode.
Oh, I know South Park. Oh, the one where Chef quit right after. I remember that controversy.
Because he's a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that sucks.
You know who's a Scientologist? Have you guys seen My Name is Earl?
Yeah.
That
you know
guy.
the fat guy?
Uh-huh.
Who's now fucking ripped.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Yeah.
he looks so
He
good. That's like
is-
No, it's
motivation
not him
right
though.
there.
It's the other guy. The main guy was Earl. Was the
Jason?
Scientologist?
Earl is, but so is the other guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Ew, they're both Scientologists.
Yeah.
Jackasses.
It just means they have money.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
I'd be a Scientologist for money.
It means that an organization said, "You're special, and this is why we're going to manipulate this machine to say you have X amount of Keurigs or whatever the hell it is, I don't know, coffee machines or whatever. And, if you want to ascend, you need to give us this money."
Well, first of all, it's called Thetans. Thank you.
I don't care.
I saw Frank the Tank was just performing at the Scientology place in L.A.
No way.
Yeah, he's like on a huge stage playing his guitar. I'm like, he's filthy. What is he?
Right?
I love
remember
that
the first
guy.
time I heard that guy, I was like, oh. All right, Frank.
There were Scientologists setting up tents and stuff after the campfire, and they had these
Ooh.
bright yellow like suits on and like walking around trying to talk to people, and they came up to me and I was like, "Don't even waste your
A whole
time.
yellow suit?
Like, please don't waste your time, Banana Boy. I don't even know who you are."
Why
Like,
would
get away
you
from me.
wear all yellow?
I don't know, but they had bright yellow suits on with blue lettering, and the only thing I could think of was like Gorton's Fisherman and like, mostly any character that's about to die in a zombie movie that's like in their like, bio suit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're weird folks.
You shaking your
You
shit.
shook it so well.
You did.
I still don't understand, but it's okay.
All right, we should probably break right after we do Inside the Comic Studio.
Brilliant.
And our sponsor today is none other than Opiates. Yes, boosting the careers of Bradley Knoll, Mac Miller, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Juice WRLD, and that pussy-ass guy from Glee.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, take a bunch. The world will say you're a genius.
Oh, good Lord.
I almost... Well, fuck it, I'll just say it, because I don't want to dangle that carrot. I was going to be like, opiates, take a handful and see where death leads you. And I was like, oh.
That was better.
I just recently, after my birthday, literally the day after my birthday.
You tried heroin?
My back, no. My
Took
back
some
went out.
opiates?
No, my back went out. And so I was like really hurting. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go try a chiropractor. So I went and they like cracked, realigned, did something. My back hasn't felt this good in forever. And I'm kind of mad that wasn't an option by one of my doctors. Because they like shoved like opiates like a motherfucker.
Oh, what's your doctor then?
No, they did. They would shove like, I don't know, like 5-10 milligrams a day, and like give me like
Of what?
Of
Vicodin?
no, Norcos.
Same thing. That's just pussy shit.
No, they're not.
They are. It's just a different
Amount of acetaminophen.
Don't
yeah.
talk to Nick about drugs.
Yeah.
Well, my
I'll
mom,
tell you the
my
chemical
mom,
compound of fucking Percocet. Love that shit.
My mom used to teach pharmacology. So
Pharmacology?
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can she get any pharmaceuticals?
No.
Okay.
Remember, we don't talk anymore. So
No,
like,
I'll
even
talk
if
to your mom. I might like her. You never know.
Good
We
luck.
can
I've been
trade.
trying for 2 years.
Aw.
You'd be like, oh, I'm Jessica's friend. She'd be like, click.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I heard you got the hookup.
Yeah. No.
You want to teach me something?
Yeah.
No, I was hella mad that wasn't an option because, like, if they would say, oh, well, you know, you can try chiropractic or acupuncture, like, try these first before we decide to shove pills.
Well, that's changed. That would probably be a very big push now.
Well, now you
God
can.
damn
Hell,
it.
I had a broken piece here in my hand, and they're like, take some Tylenol. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Like, my friend had a baby and had a C-section, and they're like, have some Tylenol. And I was like, y'all got to be kidding me.
You can thank me for that.
Thank
Me
you,
and my
Nick.
kind.
Yes.
All right.
Asshole.
What can I say? They're fucking good, man. Magically delicious, that's for sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I enjoyed them a lot, too.
Yeah, they're great. Especially up the nose. Mm.
I don't want to snort a bunch of acetaminophen. I'm cool.
It's that good burn.
It's like doing meth up your nose.
I'd rather do some
Oh,
cooking.
yeah, that's a good burn.
Man, your eye starts watering.
Everybody loves Drano.
Yeah. Little rat poison.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly Sudafed, guys. Come on now.
Never did anything.
It's
up
very
the nose.
clean.
No,
Never?
it's my favorite.
Well, yeah, we've heard that story, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right.
We know you
Okay.
like to take it in the ass. It's fine. That's how he likes his drugs.
Hey, if it
Colonics.
works.
Nothing up the nose. Just up the
Colonics for
keister.
everyone.
Well, if you're going to put a
Butt
finger up
chugging.
there, yeah, I got this
Yeah.
pill you could put on it.
Right?
All right. So for Inside the Comic Studio, since you've listened to some episodes, you probably know that we ask all comics the same 5 questions. First joke that landed well.
My first joke that landed well was, so I'm from a town called Paradise. If you don't know what it is, it's okay. Neither did the president. He thought it was called Pleasure.
Did he really?
He did. He went up there.
Yeah.
You can look it up. He literally says, it's a pleasure to be here and pleasure. And like 3 of the firefighters who actually, you know, fought the fire and had balls, you know, because Gavin Newsom was there and Jerry Brown was there.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, they're like, it's called Paradise. Like, I just wish one of them would have been like, jackass, you know? But
I feel like we just got all NPR. And now we're going to have a political discussion with Jessica Roberts. Jessica, why don't you tell me about the Paradise Fires?
no,
How was it meeting Mr. Trump?
he can suck a dick.
All right. Favorite thing about the local comedy scene?
I like how everybody kind of like looks after and supports comics that are actually trying, not like, oh, I'm new to the scene, I'm just gonna, you know, and people don't just kind of like, all right, well, we'll see where you go. And then if they are actually showing the initiative and doing the open mics, like after a while, they kind of like, all right, so let's see what you got. And, you know, and depression and other issues are very rampant in the comedy community. So
Comics are depressed?
I know, right? Like, holy shit.
Damn it.
But I think it's really cool that, like, when one of us vocally says, hey, I'm having a hard time, all of a sudden there's comics popping out. Hey, come to this, or hey, come hang out with me, or hey, come, let's go watch a movie, or do you need to talk? Let's grab some coffee. Like, that's really cool. It's kind of like a really strange fucking family, but, you know, I'm used to that. So.
All right. One thing you can do also, instead of showing up to open mics, is bypass all that bullshit and start a podcast. You'll get in good with the comedy community.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Just make sure you have an actual comic on here. Then it will really pick up.
Oh, sure.
All right. I was talking about Danny.
Yeah.
She's great. All right. So that was very, very supportive. Very good. So what do you fucking hate about this shitty scene?
In all honesty, I'm tired of seeing the same comics on the same shows.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not saying that they're not talented, but it's like, how the hell are other people supposed to get a chance to show what they can do if it's always the same comics on the same shows? Different variations, but it's always the same comics. Like, it seems like it's harder to try to get onto a show. And I'm not saying I'm like the best in the world at all, and I'm not saying it has to be me. I'm just like, there are other people out there killing it, and they should be offered the chance to really try. And that's the only thing I can think of. That, and like, sometimes if someone's actually doing really good, sometimes people just want to shit on them. So,
Like who?
No, I don't.
You are so drama.
I will not divulge any names, but I'm just saying, like, it just seems it could be more of a, I wouldn't say inclusive thing, but it should be a little bit more freely open to new talent.
All right. Favorite local comedian?
Without sounding like a kiss ass.
Yeah.
Well, I have two. I have a male and a female one. I really respect Ellis Rodriguez because he's really showed me how to do things, how to get things done. And Wendy Lewis. I find her comedy hilarious. Especially because, you know, the whole awkward cougar thing. Last night I took a lift home from because I had that show last night at Cheers, and I was talking to him about being a comic, and the guy's like, isn't there someone there named Wendy? And she goes, rah, rah. Like, I was like, oh my God, yes, her name's Wendy Lewis. And he was like, I've seen her, she's hilarious. And I was like, yep, that's the general consensus, you know. But those two, and plus, like, if I have an issue, it may take a minute to get back to me, but you know, if I have an issue or a question, usually at some point they come through and they help me out with my issue or problem.
All right. Lastly, advice to new comedians.
Don't think you have an hour-long set when you've only been doing it for 6 months. Or think that.
I know I don't have anywhere near an hour.
No, like you get new people and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna be funny, and they don't realize that it actually takes a lot of work. You don't just get up on stage one night and then the next night you're like fucking headlining Madison Square Garden.
Speak for yourself.
Well, and then the other one too, like when if new comics are doing stuff, one of the things that I noticed about new comics, because I did it, someone pointed it out to me. When you're doing your first sets and your first open mics, don't wait for the laughs. Just keep going, because a lot of people they're like, in your head, you know where you think a laugh should be. So they'll be like, oh, you know, why'd the chicken cross the road? Oh, to get to the other side. And, you know, they have that pause. So that would be my only real.
Because sometimes you ain't going to get laughs at all.
No, and sometimes some of my jokes that have been fantastic have bombed like hell, and some of the ones that bombed like hell really made people laugh. So it really depends on the crowd. Sometimes it's like comedy spots. Sometimes it's like really freaking great. Or you can have a whole room full of people just kind of staring at you like, oh, I forgot I went to a comedy show. Those ones are the frustrating.
So all those sets, I got no laughs. It was the crowd's fault.
Yeah.
Sick.
No.
I'm hilarious. Kevin Hart, hit me up.
up. I've seen your material. You might want to work on it.
Ouch.
Oh, well, she ain't fucking lying. All right, that's it. I don't know why I thought there was another question. I'm an idiot.
Well,
this is my fucking segment. I don't even know what's in it.
I think another thing too is for younger and newer comics, even in general, is be open to criticism. Because if your joke sucks and you ask, "Hey, how was my set?" If you're asking me, you're gonna get the blunt truth. Either it was good, or you need to work on X, Y, and Z. Or I'll tell them to go to somebody who, I'll point them out to someone who could give them a better rundown. Like if there's a more veteran person there, I'll be like, go ask them.
Or you could be like Johnny Casino, be like, you need to quit comedy. All these people trying comedy, you just need to quit and get out of the way. I love Johnny.
I do too.
I like his joke about what was it? It was somebody needing a cigarette.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Who was it?
I would have to go to shows to know what jokes people tell.
I just remember his friendly finger.
Oh, it was the guy from
fingering.
Stained, Aaron Lewis. He apparently he had to go and get him a pack of cigarettes and.
Oh, that's a really long joke.
Yeah,
that's a long ass joke, but it's good.
In the end,
yeah.
supposedly he somehow or another one of the what was it, Rammstein?
I did.
I don't know. It is a very long joke, but it's fucking worth it in the end because that one, like, I was like, all right, and then he said the punchline. I was like, oh my god, no fucking way.
You hear that, Johnny?
Good job, Johnny.
Yeah, good job,
Come here with
buddy.
a little accent and talk to us.
What accent?
Yeah, of course.
He's from Boston.
He doesn't really have the accent.
He's tried to get rid of
He
it.
does if you want to talk to him.
Danny wants someone to
I
read
beg for
poetry
it.
and to her.
Oh, you like that East Coast talking and all of that?
I beg for it.
You like my cock?
I don't like California guys that try to do it.
Blew a load in a
When-
sack.
When I went from California over to New York and lived there for a while, they could point me out in a crowd. They're like, she's from California. I didn't know how they figured that one out, but apparently we have an accent to them.
Well, yeah. We say hella.
And dude,
And
they never had a dude fight over there. That was funny.
What's a dude fight?
Wait, well, let's take a break and come back. And then
okay.
get back.
All right, what do you got to plug?
Yeah.
I really don't have anything coming up right now. I'm working on it.
Do you have a social
How about
media?
your open mic?
Yes.
Hey!
Oh, yeah, that's right. There is an open mic at Cheers at 8 o'clock every Tuesday. I am actually not the host every week. She's rotating it to other people.
Sean Dunn?
No.
Oh, who?
The
The owner?
No, I think it's me, Chris Allen, and someone else.
Chris Allen. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, Chris Allen.
I think Sean, the one that was at Comedy Burger on Sunday, he runs JB's.
Oh, yeah. Sean Grady.
Yeah, Sean Grady did it last week. Apparently he killed it.
He always does.
Yeah, I just need the crowd to come out so I can be like, I killed it! Not just people going, when's karaoke?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it was fun.
So plug your Instagram and stuff.
My Instagram is jroberts5377. I just started a comedy page on Facebook. You can find it under Jessica Roberts Comedy. And I can't remember my Twitter account because do people even Twitter anymore?
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Nick's all about it.
Hell yeah, I am.
Oh, well, then
He
I'll have
twats
to
all
look
day.
I'll
I
have to
do.
look up my Twitter account.
I'm tweeting left and right. Stirring
to
up
side.
controversy. Rob.
I've been blocked by Corey Feldman on Twitter.
Oh, I love Corey Feldman.
He's a dick.
He can be a dick all he wants as long as he dies within the year.
Hey,
Oh,
he's
wait,
on my
that's right.
list.
Is he? Oh, we're going to
That's
fight
if
over
you
that
get
So are we talking Deadpool
I only have
today?
Not
5.
today.
shit. No.
Because we're not ready. They have like 30 people and I have 5.
And
I think Kirk
he
Douglas is going this year.
he won't be here.
Yeah, but you'd lose points for that one.
Why?
Because he's like 100.
Yeah, he's over 100.
He's
I think.
104. So
Jesus.
the way you get points is it's their
The younger, the
age
better.
minus, subtracted from 100.
One of the Jonas Brothers.
There you go.
You shut up. No more. No more talking.
All right, Rob, what do you got?
You guys are all picking people on my fucking list.
I got some. Yeah, you need to fucking go
You
deep
need a
on that.
deeper list.
All right,
5
all right.
is not going to come.
And
All
it's
right.
probably all like just famous, really famous people that
Yeah.
still make it in the
I didn't
news.
know we were picking a
You need to
like,
have someone that's
Donna.
Do you
not
think
a
Betty
Kardashian.
White's ever gonna die?
Oh,
Like I
yes.
think she's gonna outlive us all.
Yes, May 27th. Get with it, guys.
Oh wow! You got a date and everything.
That's what started this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Was the greatest meme in the world.
Not even.
Well, the meme has been around since 2015, so
Yeah, and
it's obviously wrong.
wrong.
I'll change the date. I'll make it my birthday.
jeez.
Happy death day to me.
And I think whoever picks Keith Richards should get a bonus
Yeah,
Why?
I'm not picking him.
because he's supposed to be immortal.
So was Bowie,
He's
but we all
pickled.
see where that went.
That Bowie sucks. I said it, man.
Jesus.
I agree.
Ziggy Stardust, Ziggy Blow Me. God.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
There-
I love the Labyrinth.
I shared a video of David Bowie and Trent Reznor and the whole Nine Inch Nails like singing "Hurt" in 1995.
Yeah.
It is the coolest. Like I honestly almost cried watching that. Like it was so
I don't
beautiful.
like either of those guys.
It was
Thank
just
you.
a song.
Then you're giving me shit?
I didn't give you shit about David Bowie. Fuck him.
Okay,
What
good.
Don't give a shit.
Bowie with Bing for
No.
Little Drummer Boy.
No. All right, Rob, plug your podcast. We got to go smoke.
Get my side project, Stand Up Dad's podcast. I do that with my buddy Mike. We talk about parenting crap, and that drops every Sunday. Give it a listen.
And there is a lot of pussy at your...
I saw
your
that.
podcast,
I
man.
saw that pussy.
I was about to say that, and I was like, that's probably going to start some shit. Be like, look at that pussy. All right. What do you got?
I will be at High Water next Wednesday.
What?
I don't remember the date, but just fucking be there at 9 p.m.
Wait,
at
will
High
you
Water.
be... So you'll be here still?
Yeah.
Because Rob won't be here. So.
I'll be here.
Okay.
I'm always here. I never not show up, Nick.
Yeah, next week I'll be at Chuck E. Cheese in Roseville.
Why?
Kid turns 7.
Oh, who
and
cares? Don't do it at Chuck E. Cheese. I shouldn't.
I
lie.
was informed that I
Yeah.
didn't have a choice.
My kids have had parties there too.
Chuck
Good
E.
luck.
Cheese is where all parents' hopes go to die.
It is. It's
Go to
I
Dave
hate
and
that place.
Buster's.
Oh, and if you get those like unlimited like play tokens, if you guys stop to go eat, make sure you go over to the little machine and hit pause, or your time keeps going while you're eating, and then you basically paid for that.
Oh, we're not
stupid
going to
card
fucking
for
eat
nothing.
there.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's bad
No.
enough. Just
Actually,
being
I was going to say,
Not bad now.
I got
It's
some
not great,
cardboard.
but it's not bad.
Right.
All right.
But
What else you
can Find me at Rad Chick Forever on Instagram, Facebook. Yep, that's it.
Aren't you going to be at Punchline soon?
Not until February.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll promote it when it's final.
All right.
Oh, in the works.
BlacktopComedy.com for all shows, classes, schedules, classes, workshop for sketch, improv, stand-up, and moss. Open mic every Monday and Wednesday. Sign-ups at 6:45. Show starts at $7. $35 membership. Get your first tips on shows, classes, and sketch. Bag of Dicks. We got a fucking commercial, so I'm not going to plug that anymore. Just bagofdicks.com.
Jeez.
I have a commercial. I fucking worked 3 hours on that goddamn commercial.
And it was good.
Yeah. Goddamn right it was. Follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. Instagram. Fuck that. Follow us on Instagram, I guess, at @gagonthis_pod. Like and follow our Facebook page. We are posting a ton of memes that apparently offend people.
Yeah, you don't fucking talk about Betty White. That's it. No more.
Fuck that old coot.
Jeez.
I think he's just mad.
You hear that, Betty White? Suck my dick.
No.
If I told you she gave me a blowjob, would you guys be amazed or would you be like, ew?
I'd be
I'd
happy
feel
for you.
bad for her.
Fuck you. All right, we're going.
Happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rob. I think you turned it off.
Yeah. That's all right. It didn't matter. We're all going to go outside here right
we'll
now.
be back.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, pretty much
We go
goes as
until
long
we
as it
end.
goes. You're listening to Gag on This. We're back. And we're back. I'm Big Pussy Whip Nick.
That's right.
Rob Miracle Water Gouvet. Danny, that definitely won't fit in me, D.
That thing was huge. You should not send that to people.
We are joined by Jessica Roberts, not Eggleston,
That's right.
not the ball tickler. And we are joined by you, sir.
Tommy, my Ortiz.
All right.
Maya Ortiz?
Maya Ortiz. Yeah.
Maya Ortiz.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
It's a hyphenated
French,
name?
German, Jewish, and Smith in Spanish.
Was your dad a sailor?
Actually, he was in...
That was a Don Rickles joke. Fuck you guys. That got great when Don Rickles said it. Oh.
Yeah, because it was
60
Don
years
Rickles.
ago.
He was in the Army Air Corps.
Oh, so he traveled. See?
Before the Air
traveled.
Force was invented. Yeah.
I was right.
I'm that old.
All right. So the idea that I had that Rob didn't bring up, which I kind of wish he did, is you know how the Oscars have like a who wore it better
Yeah.
Yep.
thing? So I was thinking we do a who wore it better for terminal illness.
Okay.
like who wore it better?
Why did I not do it last week?
Your hospice theme is kicking
Oh,
in
yes,
here.
exactly.
Like who
Thanks for the
wore
prep.
it better? AIDS, John Holmes or Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury for sure.
Freddie Mercury.
He was
Freddie Mercury wore everything
to the
better
day.
than Holmes was just,
A porn star.
well, yeah, but I mean, he just was a wreck.
All right.
Yeah, no,
what do
Freddie
you
Mercury
think?
did it with grace. The other guy probably did it as a train wreck.
I want to say John Holmes
Why?
because he was still stooping chicks with AIDS.
Yeah, because that's what we
Great.
want.
I'm just saying. He was still doing porn with AIDS. Come on.
What's your classification? What's your qualification for wearing it better?
Well, everybody
women.
has it differently. Like with the Oscars, oh, her plunge was so much better than so and so. All right, fine. How about this? How about this? Now, this isn't terminal illness, but I did think of it. Who wore it better? Anorexia, Karen Carpenter or Adele?
She's not a.
She's not.
Have you
anorexic.
seen her picture?
She looks beautiful. She looks good.
No. Have you seen a recent picture?
No.
No. Why is it bad?
She's
fucking-
like bony?
Yeah.
Is she
Whoa.
anorexic?
She's bad.
There's also, I mean, like, if
We're
she's a
talking, like-
fat girl and curvy and then all of a sudden she loses so much weight, like, Rebel Wilson lost a bunch of weight, and I think she looks fucking great.
Is she like Olsen twin skinny?
Now, that's
bad,
just
yeah.
No one should be
Skeletor
that
right
skinny.
there.
No.
They look so weird. Like, I grew up on them. I thought they were cool, and then, like, now I see them, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who'd you sell your soul to?
The devil.
Harrison Ford's wife.
Oh, Callista Flockhart.
Oh, my God.
She looks deathly.
It doesn't match.
Man, Harrison Ford, was he pushing 70, almost
I don't
80
know.
or something? Damn,
Sure.
he's still fine as hell.
Really?
Hell yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
I would
he's
not.
hot.
You would tap that?
Hell yeah. I would tap that and,
you-
Sean
and you
Connery.
No.
I would fuck Sean,
Sean Connery's got to be
Connery.
90 by now.
I don't give a shit. I'd give him his heart attack to go home.
No.
I would.
I would.
I'd fuck Sam Elliott.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
likes him.
I'd mustache ride all the fucking way.
Yes.
I
That
think
man
most
is
people would.
gorgeous. I don't even think he ages. Like, really, he doesn't.
No, probably not.
He's on that show, The Ranch, and I only watch it for him, not Ashton Kutcher. I just want to hear Sam Elliott's voice.
I don't think anyone watches the show for Ashton Kutcher.
Damn it, I cannot find that fucking picture. There's
It's
a picture
the
where
one you beat off to earlier this week.
No, I beat off to Adele when she's thick.
She's
Are
not
you a
as
plumper
broken
humper
as you
too?
would like.
She's broken.
She may be broken, but you know what? At some point, she's got to start singing about some happy shit because all
No
of
one
her
will listen.
albums are like so depressing.
I
So
like her.
depressing.
I like her.
What are you doing?
Taking pictures for social media
Uh-huh.
because I fucking have to.
Okay.
He
Well,
gave
who's
up
your
on his
next,
Adele search.
So when he sent me
it.
He couldn't find it.
when he sent me this idea to go with, he's
Uh-huh.
like, "Who wore it better, AIDS, Harvey Milk, or Freddie Mercury?" I'm like, "Asshole! Harvey Milk was shot."
Yeah, he did. Oh my god.
But he still had it.
No,
Dude,
he didn't.
Sean Penn did a fantastic job on that
did.
movie. I remember watching it. And my dad was like, he's still pretty anti-gay, but he's like come around to it because of me. And
Because of you?
yeah, because of me. And we watched Milk together, and he's like, that guy had it. That's the Twinkie defense. And I was like, yeah. That's what that means. And he's like, oh, I thought it meant something else. And I was like, Dad, you're 87. Like, really?
You lived through it.
You lived through this shit. And he's like, I didn't pay attention to the TV.
Right? Hell, I didn't
better
even
off.
know Australia was on fire, so I get it. I get it.
Oh my god.
I get it.
But no, that movie, I was quite like, Sean Penn's a great character actor.
Don't go full retard.
Yeah.
Oh, and I Am Sam.
Oh God,
That's
I
the
love
whole
it.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder. You only go half retard.
So there were a couple things that I was like, because with the Who Wore It Better, sometimes it'll just be the same designer but a different dress.
Right.
So I was going to do like a blanket thing for cancer, and then I'm like, there's just way too many cancers.
Yeah.
Because like you could do Who Wore It Better for cancer, Patrick Swayze or Paul Newman.
I was just gonna say that.
Did Paul
Patrick
Newman have
Swayze.
cancer?
I don't know,
What does
dude.
it mean to wear it better?
Patrick Swayze towards the end, like it was so sad. I think Paul Newman got that one. Like you saw a picture of Patrick Swayze all curled up on his bed, just looking like a deflated mannequin, and it just didn't look right at all.
I'm missing the qualifications for what makes it better.
It's whatever you think.
Like who handled it better?
Who did it gracefully? Who did
Or
Who
you know?
handled cancer better?
Yeah.
yeah, or you could do like Who Wore It Better overdoses, Chris Farley or Juice WRLD.
Chris Farley.
Have you guys gone on
Hands fucking
Rotten.com
down.
and seen the like overdose?
No.
No.
Dude,
Would you guys like to?
No.
No.
Okay.
What is it? Which
Your
website?
search history is just
Wait,
so
which
fucked
website?
up.
You can. It's pretty much everywhere. But this was when Rotten.com was out. Remember
Oh,
when they
dude,
did
I
the
love
Princess
that
Di
show.
smiling?
No.
No.
Yeah, I love that website. Actually, I've gone on it many times. They actually have Chris Farley on there.
Yeah. And they have Princess Di, the after picture, but they changed it to where it looks like she's smiling.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Then there was also a guy getting blown by a fish. That one was weird.
What the fuck?
Do you think she actually saw the light at the end of the tunnel?
Ouch.
Too soon.
Yeah.
How is that too soon?
Too soon.
How is that too soon?
Too soon.
Because
Yeah, too soon.
Whatever.
They just fixed that overpass. Jesus.
the Queen's trying to figure out how to bump off the other daughter-in-law.
Well, the Markle chick
Meghan.
and
Yeah.
all of them, like those two are like trying to hop out all together.
Who's more bangable, Meghan Markle or Princess Di? When she was alive, of course.
Markle.
Megan.
Markle?
Markle.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to go Princess Diana. She was pretty. She had grace and stuff. Markle's just kind of an overblown, like blown out of proportion. Oh God, she's this, she's that. And I've watched her in Suits. It wasn't that fucking good.
Was she a Disney kid?
No. She
She's
was
a
in that.
princess.
She was in that show Suits
Not a
on
real princess.
on
Isn't
USA.
she married to Prince Harry?
She is now, but before, when she was a kid.
And she's not a princess. She's a duchess.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Whatever. Same fucking thing.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, she's like the fat girl, Fergie. She's the Duchess.
Yes.
Of Sussex or whatever.
Of
Yes.
Sussex.
I think, the...
Isn't she married
I'm
to Prince
going to
Harry?
be on the next level.
Yeah.
That was Fergie, by the way. guys.
Isn't he a
Oh yes,
prince?
yes, we know.
Yeah, but that doesn't make...
Doesn't that qualify her as a princess?
No.
No.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Because
You have to be blood
If
within
Harry
a
had
royal.
a sister, she'd be a princess.
In England,
Oh.
there's different rules in different countries.
Oh, you don't fucking marry and then just be. Oh, I'm
So
Yeah,
what? Like,
Spain,
That's
would you,
why Prince Philip, he's not king, but he's married to the queen.
Yeah.
He's just
So
a prince. And-
So
The old ass
would you
queen
do
is
like
married?
mental health?
Yeah.
The super old queen?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
No.
What?
She's like 90.
She's
still,
been married
she's
for a
still
long time.
married.
She didn't just get married.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
His
she
name's
was-
Prince Philip.
He's kind of like the fuckboy of the whole.
I wouldn't go that far. Have you seen Prince Philip? No fuck boy at all.
I'm just saying, like, you know that he didn't really want to
I
hit
don't
that.
understand
I don't
their
know who would
culture.
want to hit that.
Are you thinking Prince Charles or
No,
Prince Philip?
I know who I'm talking about. Like, I'm just saying, like, he took one for the team having sex with the queen. She looks like
she
a
took
dude.
one from the team.
I was going
He
to
looks
say
like
the queen
Crypt
was
Keeper.
the queen was pretty cute when she was
Yeah,
younger.
she
Oh, I had
was.
no idea.
She was totally cute.
Yeah, I totally
mean,
would have
come
ate
on.
her ass.
She totally had it going on.
Good
Absolutely.
I would've been her
Lord.
beef
Never
eater.
mind. I take my
You have
statements
to have your
back.
pinky out
That
when you
guy
do
looks
it.
like the fucking.
That's how she jerks you off.
That guy looks like the grim fucking Reaper.
told
Never
you,
mind.
he is like the
she
Crypt
took
Keeper.
one for the team, definitely on that
Exactly.
one. I take my statements back.
And
Anyway, for Princess
He looks
Diana,
like Scrooge. Like, what the fuck?
Princess Diana, she never gave me that tingle. She was beautiful and all, but there was never that romantic,
probably was very
sexual
prude in
thing
bed.
going on. Whenever,
I don't know. She was a bit of a philanthropist, so
But-
you never know.
but
Like she
but
probably
Megan,
gave it.
on I think she was on Suits.
I just
was it-
said
no, that's Markle.
Yeah.
Meghan Markle was on Suits.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
I think
Is that
she
a
totally has it
celebrity?
going on.
Was she a celebrity?
Yeah,
before
she has an
married?
IMDb.
They
Right.
actually
Oh.
made her quit her acting career to get married to him.
Oh, I had no idea.
Who's
Yeah.
they?
the royal. There's a lot of rules that she has to follow. One
don't
of
pay
them was
attention to shit
not
like
having
that.
a social media and not being on television anymore.
Well, she gets to fuck Prince Harry. So
Would you fuck Prince Harry?
the red-haired one, yeah, in a heartbeat. I've liked him
I
for a
wouldn't.
long time.
Neither one of them. They don't do anything for me.
The younger one, yeah, I like gingers though.
All I know is the older one, Prince, whatever the fuck, Henry.
He's losing his hair in
Yeah.
rapid
William?
speed.
Prince. There you
William.
go, Prince William. He is fucking way out of his class.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, with
Yeah.
his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He got lucky on that one.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking England. Up is down. They drive on the other side of the road.
What's her name?
Jesus.
Kate Middleton?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's hot.
She,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
She has a Wonder Woman thing about her,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny
like
to
the
hear.
Linda Carter one.
It's funny to hear that you say he's out of his class because like you can't get any higher class than being the prince
Yeah.
of England.
He doesn't look good though. She is way too good for
Look at
him.
his
For his
dad. He
class
looks like
goes.
his dad.
He does.
He does,
Poor
definitely.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad, like, he can't get, like, a hair extension thing
Oh,
or
he
whatever
could.
going.
If anyone could,
Because, like, everybody would be like, we all know it's fake, you bastard. Like,
That's
we've
true.
seen it already.
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
That's where that hair in a can comes in. Remember that stuff from, like, the 80s and early 90s?
So getting back to what you said, I don't think we can do mental health because a lot of people are still alive. We could do like autoerotic asphyxiation. Who wore it better, David Carradine, or Anthony Bourdain?
I think Anthony Bourdain
no,
was
I thought
murdered.
Bourdain was a suicide. He wasn't
Yeah.
jerking it.
Yeah, his was a suicide. I actually think it was more of a murder.
Fine. How about this?
The guy from NXS.
Well, I was going to say David
Yeah.
Carradine or Kate Spade.
She was a suicide.
She was a
as well.
suicide
No.
as well.
Everyone thinks that. Why is it that only when men hang themselves are like, must have been autoerotic asphyxiation? She could have been flicking her bean doing the same goddamn thing.
Guys,
No, no.
guys,
Women can do that.
because guys will fuck fruit. So
Yeah, they will.
women
chicks,
aren't.
though.
Women
I
will
know.
fuck vegetables.
I know, but that
Yeah.
one makes sense. Who looks at a cantaloupe and goes, "Yeah"?
Have you stuck your fingers in one?
Look at him. He's like, I thought about it.
The seeds are just.
Like,
I hear you're supposed to put it in the microwave a little bit to get warm.
Well, yeah, it's got to be, temperature down there.
Great.
I don't know. Like, what if you accidentally like overheat it and you like stick your junk in there? You're just like fucked, and then it creates like a weird vacuum. You get burned.
Christ.
Oh my lord.
I go
no,
down.
Kate
I
Spade.
go down the rabbit hole.
That's yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
No.
Because they have documented depression for her and all that. So
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
buy it.
I'll support you on this one, Nick. Yeah, fine.
Well, because she was found hanging from a doorknob,
Yeah.
just like the NXS guy.
Yeah.
And how are you going to successfully complete when you're able to touch the ground?
Well, it doesn't matter. It matters about the air being cut off. So if she was under the influence of downers
Orgasm.
or something like that. Yeah, well, I studied forensic science, so
Anybody
you
listening?
can die on a doorknob from
Yeah.
hanging yourself. It just
I would like to see how she did that, though. How do you hang from a doorknob?
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Have you ever
tie-
seen Father of the Year?
Oh my God!
No.
Robin Williams. It was a movie he did, and his teenage son.
Yes, that was a great movie.
He tied himself to the doorknob, and so you get on your knees facing away from the closet or the doorknob, and you just lean forward.
Oh, so that's where Robin got the idea.
That's how Robin Williams killed himself. You're a
But
horrible
so yeah,
person.
he walks in.
You're going
You're
to
a
hell.
horrible
Nick.
person.
You're going to hell.
Robin is his dad in the movie, and he cleans up the stuff
Talk about foreshadow.
and just instead of I found my kid wanking it, he just says my kid committed suicide, and then that's where you get the whole, because he gets all this sympathy and stuff. And,
Well, he also takes what his son wrote in a book
Yeah.
and said it was his.
yeah.
Yeah, talk about life imitating art. Oh,
Damn.
Oh, you are.
Okay, you can't fuck with Betty White. You can't fuck with Robin.
No, yeah, Robin Williams is he's one of those people. You know that
Nicholas.
you run into a great comic when, like, on Pandora, Spotify, or whatever you're listening to, their sets aren't 2-minute clips. It's 15-minute
Yeah.
clips. Because, like, I'll get that for Robin, Pryor, Carlin, all the old greats. Like, they'll literally have, like, 20-minute bursts. And then, like, all the newer people are, like, 2 minutes here,
Or they were
3
just
minutes here.
long-winded back then.
yeah.
Well, they could have cut it off at any
I know.
time, but like they just went on a whole tangent. But I love listening to Robin Williams. He was my favorite comic growing up because he's my childhood.
Yeah.
We got the Genie, Miss Doubtfire, Jumanji, like crazy shit.
I had Mork and Mindy.
That's an interesting point you made.
You didn't know he was the genie. That movie could have got an award.
No,
but sadly, no. It would have. It would have. But the problem is that almost all of his lines as genie were improvised, so they couldn't call it a script.
No.
Oh.
It wasn't good enough for an award. I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. Robin Williams is always going to be my comedy idol.
Now, Fantasia with that one scene, that could have gotten an award that you cannot see on Disney Plus.
So that's an interesting point you just made. There were 15-minute bursts, and now they're only 2-minute bursts. What happened?
There's probably more comedians.
No, well, I'm saying like George Carlin, Robin Williams. Right. They all have like 15-minute clips through Pandora, but like newer comedians that have come out since or after are only like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It's just their joke and that's it.
I think it's also the evolution of the comedy.
Yeah.
It's because it's hit them hard and go, 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 because our attention spans were a lot shorter than they were when those guys were big.
I was going to say, it's like soundbite politics.
It is. So if you don't hook someone, if you don't hook someone in the first like 30 seconds, you're fucked.
Right.
Ooh, who ordered better, Abraham Lincoln or JFK?
JFK.
I'm sorry, I said politics. I was like, oh my God, this is genius. I mean, I could have said A. Burr, but
I would say Jackie O. She wore it.
Oh,
damn! Good job, man.
Funked up today.
Holy shit!
What are you saying? We can't make fun of Betty White, Robin Williams, and now Jackie O?
You know what? You can make fun of whatever you want. It's just a matter of how much you're going to get, like hate mail or something.
He wants to get some kind of mail.
What am I saying? Gag on this podcast at gmail.com. Daily Mail, we totally ripped on the royal family. Fucking bring it, bitch.
One of my favorite songs by the Misfits is Bullet, which talks about the Kennedy shooting.
Ooh.
It's fucked.
By the way, did you expect you'd be getting into this today?
No.
See, there you go.
This is the Fight Club portion of the show, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Pretty much.
No, it's
Project Mayhem.
The gag on this.
Yes.
Yeah. This is your first... Oh, like Nick, if this is your first night at Gag Club, you gotta gag.
Yuck.
Have you listened to the podcast at all?
No, I've never listened.
Oh, then you had no fucking clue what you were getting into.
No.
Oh, you just saw it.
And it's interesting because I've lived in Austria most of my life. And I'm American. I was born in Galveston, Texas, but I moved over there, went over 3 decades over there. And it's just a completely different culture.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, like we're better.
Like the no,
Make America great again.
It's different, and your expectations and what people laugh at. It's just completely different.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you're not finding any of this funny.
Yeah, there's your answer right there. There it was.
Awkward.
I'm a humongous Karen Carpenter fan, and I think that was incredibly tasty. Yeah. I mean, it was a horrible time for me. So
Is this
I didn't get that. But the thing is, interestingly, the conversation. I've been back about 2 years. The conversations have been that people are a lot more kind of less sensitive with comedy here than over there. Oops. Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of bluntness, and people are not. They can take it kind of thing.
You got to speak into the mic.
Okay, yeah, and it's almost like a constant one-upping, kind of thing going on. So yeah.
What do Austrians think of Americans?
Interestingly, do you remember the whole Beanie Baby thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's still going on. Actually, I think probably
here or over there.
Here.
No.
I've had to explain that. See, the thing is, I was over there and I didn't understand it at all myself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Neither did we.
And then on some CNN or whatever, it showed some court case where there was a divorce and the people had like 57 Beanie Babies, and they brought them all to the court, and they were like dividing them up in front of the judge.
Wow.
That's some weird shit.
I didn't know what that was, and I had to explain that to many Austrians. Like back in the 70s, there was like the pet rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you
That
were
guy
around
made
for
millions.
They didn't even. I was asked about that too. So
Yeah.
That idiot.
Are you saying they're
so
not
many.
as stupid as us? Like we just
American.
It's either that or
it's
it sounds more like a cultural difference than anything. It
of
just,
course.
Basically, they're just like, well, we don't get your shit, but if we went over there, we'd be like, I don't get your shit either.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. The irony there is that the Austrians pretty much followed Germany into World War II.
Mm-hmm.
They've always they've always been since depicted as lemmings. And it's interesting that now they're actually not just Austrians, but a lot of Europeans feel that Americans are lemmings because they follow like things blindless. So
that's just the age of social media. It's a cancel culture, and if it's interesting and somebody needs to like watch it, then everybody watches it, and then they all follow X, Y,
But
Z,
also,
whatever.
all the media just reinforces what you already want because, like, I get annoyed because all my news that I get is from the same sources.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Stop watching Fox, Jesus.
No. So it's very rare that I see anything from Fox, and when I get it, I'll look at it, and then I'll go, "This is fucking bullshit." Right. But it's just none of us are exposed. It's all reinforcing what we already think we know, and that's why we get so divided. With this whole stupidity thing, and it's just it wasn't like that when. Fuck. Now I'm going to sound fucking old as shit.
In the 70s and 60s.
Now I can't remember his name. Everyone's favorite news guy from the 70s.
Walter Cronkite?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't he have those weird eyebrows?
Yeah. Every old guy. Every old guy, white guy. No, but I mean, it's just this is what happened today. Done. There's no, they're trying to screw these people over. There was none of that.
There's no opinion,
Yeah.
Today, the president signed a bill that will fuck homeless people in the ass. And that's the way it is. And it's just, and there was no judgment associated with it. It was just, I guess homeless people are going to start getting fucked in the ass.
This is what happens when you give kids participation fucking trophies. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well, this is what happens when you make kids think that their opinion matters.
It doesn't.
I do experience.
I don't let my kids think that.
I do experience social media in 2 languages. I'm very active in German. I'm very active in German also. And if you ask me the big difference, American English-speaking people on social media, especially Facebook, they tend to like to lead, like they like to qualify themselves, like, well, I have a microbiology degree, like, okay, so I'm an expert, so this is how I see it. Yeah, and they don't do that in German. People don't even, there's like a lot of qualifying, or my uncle was a bus driver for 25 years and he knows transportation policy.
Yeah, like I'm better than you. I know more than you.
It's just more self-qualifying, It's interesting.
I see it the other way, where I think you're stupid. Why? Because I do. I mean, it's like, I remember they just had
slowly we are inching to
I have a very
idiocracy.
random question, though. Louis C.K., right? Louis C.K.
Oh, good Lord.
Right, yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
The thing is, though, is there compare him with Kevin
Hart?
No.
Kevin Nealon?
No, he played the president in the series.
Costner?
No, the fucking guy, the accuser just died. Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Why are we comparing the two? But okay.
That's
because they both had accusers.
And I'm of the opinion, you get. I think there's like different levels, okay? And of course you can't compare with Weinstein. He's like, and
where the fuck did we go down this rabbit hole?
Well, he's posing a question.
I'm doing my setup.
Like,
so I have a question for you guys. Is it over to make fun of Louis C.K., or do you have a heart about him?
No.
Is it acceptable?
I would let Louis C.K. jack off in front of me in a heartbeat.
Well, I look at it this way. I think
I don't have a problem with
that
him.
Weinstein and Kevin Spacey actually physically touched them. Those women could have walked out the fucking door with Louis C.K. Just saying, they could have walked
So that's where
out.
you draw the line. It's on the contact.
No, it's still gross and disgusting either way. But they could have just been like, "Fuck this! I could walk out the door." The others were more of an attack. The other two were more of like predatorial.
Right.
What Louis did was unforgivable. However, he's still funny. Well, because it's just whether
he's
he.
perverted.
What's the question? Are you going to forgive him?
Of course, but it's. I mean, unforgivable for the person that it affected. But it was a horrible thing. But he shouldn't lose his whole career over it.
Right.
Because, pretty much he just said, even though he never said quid pro quo, like, I will get you. You can keep being my opener if I can do this for you. It was just. It wasn't even implied because he's fucking clueless,
right?
And he was just thinking with his dick. Whereas the others were like, "Hey, if you really want to make this happen, And
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein.
I'll get you in the Pulp Fiction,
yeah,
baby.
so I think Louis was just kind of like a clumsy toddler with a rifle.
Yeah.
Or a pop gun.
Yeah.
So the two questions arise: when do you let him back in, and when do you stop using him as a go-to for some kind of joke?
Oh no, he set himself up for those jokes to keep happening.
He's
We're
gonna have
comics.
those jokes for the rest of his life.
He's going to probably make fun of his own damn self.
Yeah.
If you do something stupid and you're a celebrity, like look at Jesse Smollett, beat himself up. He's going to be the butt of a lot of fucking jokes for a long
Jesse
time.
Smollett, the puck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, he's never gonna be free from look at Michael Jackson. He's been dead, and he's still the ass of a lot of jokes.
Yep.
And but
In everyone's mind, Michael Jackson totally. I think everybody thinks he crossed the line several times.
Yeah.
You know?
well, you can only cry wolf so many times until there's an actual wolf.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that Louis C.K., when he wants to make his comeback, when he wants to do it, he's going to do it in the manner that he does it. If the crowd accepts him, they do. And if they don't, they don't. Sadly enough, again, we do live in a cancel culture society, so it's just going to be a little hit and miss.
Has he done some stand-up recently?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
How's that going?
He was just at the San Jose Improv. He
has
fine.
protesters.
He sold out pretty
He
quick.
has the occasional, but
That Parkland joke did not go over well.
Oh, yeah. No, that was
That
not
was
a good joke.
funny, though, but yeah.
What was
my
the
thing-
Parkland joke?
I can't really say it. I don't really know it, but it was way too soon.
Yeah.
Really?
It was a mass shooter joke.
I don't
and
really
it
care. He
just
didn't shoot anyone I know, but I'm just saying, it didn't affect me.
I don't know anybody
care.
in Florida.
Right?
damn.
Nope, they were just there on vacation.
No, but at the time when it happened, I mean, when all this stuff went, he was one of the funniest guys out there. He had TV shows, he had specials.
Yep.
He was just in the Secret Life of Pets, and he should have got Secret Life of Pets too, but that went to somebody.
Patton Oswalt,
Patton Oswalt.
who I like.
I like him.
Yeah,
I like
you
him.
look like you liked Patton Oswalt.
Going to see him in April.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I took a train ride from Vienna up to Prague.
Yeah.
To see Louis C.K.
Uh-huh.
And it was in the old Soviet auditorium, which was humongous.
Oh, that's cool.
And they still had the sickle and the star
Nice.
on the side.
Uh-huh.
And he used a lot of that in his jokes. But there was 7,000 seats. It was sold out.
Yeah.
And they
Bet.
even created
Yeah.
standing room. And then he had another show the next day, and that sold out too.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
that's
he's
not
amazing.
that's like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean, people love him.
He's great.
Yeah.
I do.
And he
Again,
he
it's
owned
just
it and he
made-
apologized.
Yeah, he
That's
stepped
the
up.
difference between him and the others as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the others are
Yeah,
like,
I
I
don't
didn't
think
do
Bill
it. I swear I
Cosby's
didn't do it. It wasn't me.
apologized to anyone.
They're trying to Nixon it like, I'm not a crook. And
Well,
it's
that's
like,
'cause
yeah, you
Bill
little
Cosby's
bastard.
innocent.
Well, and he's going,
Oh,
what?
sure. Yeah, but you know Bill Cosby's living it up in the fucking prison that he's in.
I hope he's getting ass raped.
I hope
right
he's getting
now.
a lot of
But
pudding.
he's old. No one's going to ass rape an old man.
The fuck they're not. If they find out,
They are not
Nope. If
gonna
they find
do
out
it.
you're a sexual predator,
They're
it
What,
doesn't
not.
what
matter who
prison's
you
he
are.
in?
He's in somewhere in New York.
Ooh, can we write him?
If you're in prison and
You
you're
can
with
email
Bill,
a
Bill
prisoner.
Cosby.
go at him and bust a hip.
You guys are rotten.
Bust the hip as you're busting a nut.
Exactly.
Sweep the legs.
No.
What's ironic is with Cosby, let's face it, everybody here at this table, we've all used derivatives of his humor.
Totally.
I mean, he created the foundation in American comedy. Totally.
But
Yeah.
what he did, and between comparing what he did to jerking off in front of somebody after asking for permission, are way two different things.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. No,
That's,
he's a rapist.
yeah. No, like you drug somebody and
He's
then
a
take
serial
it.
rapist.
And it's like, look at Cardi B. Everyone's like, oh, she's so great and everything. And it's like she's openly admitted to drugging fucking people, having sex with them, and robbing them. But yeah, it's
Hey,
okay
you know what?
because
She
she
lived
was a
a
woman.
rough life.
I don't give a shit.
I fucking love Cardi B.
I don't.
Cardi
care.
B, Nicki
I don't
Minaj.
care. I don't care. Me personally, I you know what? She was like, oh well, I lived a hard life. No, not at that point in her
I
life.
lived a hard life. Oh, grr.
Well, no, she didn't live a hard life at that point.
That's what Cardi B does.
She was trying to fund her lifestyle at that point. She was a stripper. She was doing all sorts of shit. So I have no
She's
sympathy
inspiration.
for no
Yeah,
no
she is.
Go
no.
rob some
If a
guys.
dude,
Go
okay,
drug
so
them
wait
up
a minute.
and
You're
rob them.
telling me that if a dude drugged women, robbed them, fucked them, and then left, that you would still have the same idea? Oh, he had a hard life.
No.
Guys wouldn't
No.
rob him.
So then, therefore, to me, it should not be any different if a woman does it. It's still sexual assault. It's
Totally.
still theft. she's a fucking horrible person.
But we lean towards the guy was
I
a
want to
chunk.
agree with you, but it's so hard.
No, it's not. Just because she has a vagina doesn't mean she's not a
It's
goddamn
like
predator.
domestic
You know
violence.
what? You sound like my ex-husband.
It's like domestic violence when the guy is getting beat on.
How do you get it up if you're being raped? I mean, sorry.
Trust
it's a
me.
biological reaction. It
Yeah,
happens.
you stick your finger somewhere between
You
the
normally
asshole
use
and
the
the
mouth.
balls, and it comes up.
Rob?
Or just straight in the ass.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
You slide
Look who
him a
came to the party.
Viagra, or I don't know.
You roofie him.
Yeah,
You
and-
roofie him and you slip him a Viagra, and then
Roofie-
they're ready to go.
I've never had a hard time.
Oh, I love that movie.
Sorry, I was doing Rufio.
Have you seen that guy lately? Oh my god, he looks old. He did not age well.
All right, we should probably end it. This is getting quite serious, guys. I wanted
Yeah, I
to do
know.
a jovial thing about
I
who
know.
wore terminal illness better.
That's horrible. That's a horrible thing to do.
Well, all right, fine. I guess I just suck. Maybe I should miss out on more episodes because you guys came up with some good shit when I was gone.
No.
I
should
was
just
wearing
be
roller
producer.
skates last week. You
She
missed
was.
it.
Ooh.
I would have been pissed if I showed up
I
with
was
my
just going to
skates
say,
today.
you couldn't do it today because
Oh, I
of the
would have
chairs.
been pissed.
We would have moved some
Maybe
shit
that's
for
why
you.
Paul put them up.
That's awesome.
Or you can practice your... Did you have the party?
I did.
And was it fun?
No.
Did you fall?
No.
What party?
I didn't fall. I went to a roller skating party, so I had to practice.
Oh.
So I came here last week with roller skates, and I roller skated
I
around.
could see you being like a roller derby girl.
I used
She
to play
was.
that.
Really? Hell yeah.
It wasn't very good. But yeah, I used to play.
All right, do you have anything to plug? You want to plug social media or anything?
No.
You want to say hi?
He's like-
You want to say hi to some friends in Austria? We get some listeners around there.
Yeah, Tomasz Vamos. He's the top comedian in Europe right now, and he's my buddy.
Cool.
So,
Really?
Hey, Tomasz. Yeah.
I'll have to tag him. Does he have Twitter?
Yeah, he has that, and he has Facebook as well.
Well, here, having been on the podcast, should I tag him?
Well, if he's a top comedian, he knows what we're doing. So
He knows who the fuck what we're doing, all right?
Yeah,
Do
well-
we know what the fuck we're doing?
I was going to say he knows who we are, but then I was like, no, he doesn't know who we are, but he knows what we're doing. So
Yeah, he's-
it's my ADD mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have ADD.
I have ADHD, PTSD, and OCD. I have a lot of D in my life, but not a lot of D in
All
me.
right. Yeah.
All right, yeah. On that fucking note, we will end it.
Sounds like a rap.
Next week we got Artie Valenzuela, and then we will be doing.
love
Just so you guys know, we'll be doing the Deadpool, the first episode in February. Who is that? I think it's Jason Braggart.
Jason B.
Yeah, he's going to be on. I think so. That'll
I've
be
been
good.
in a movie with Ryan Reynolds, by the way.
You're fucking telling us this now
I
as
was
we
gonna say,
end.
now?
Well, you're just starting the Deadpool thing.
Son of a bitch.
No,
He's
Deadpool, like
I'm,
Death-
I'm friends with the
Deadpool.
most.
Next Wednesday, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm friends with the most famous comedian in Austria. By the way, I was in a movie with Ryan Reynolds. I was his stunt double. By the way, you know Robin Williams? I toured with him for so long. Jesus, man.
I was
Yes.
his fluffer.
You need. Well, I didn't go that far.
I have a jacket with Louis C.K. Seaman on it.
Oh,
Did we have this conversation?
So jealous.
God damn. All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.